Greetings YouTube and welcome to the Blue Corner and to, well, a Pokemon video. So I went to my locals today hoping that we'd have Link Strike in. We don't, so I went with the next best option, and that was some Sun and Moon, because we actually had a box of Guardians Rising in, and this stuff sells out super fast. Like, our Pokemon community, I don't know how big it is, but it's definitely passionate enough to make every product we get not last even a weekend. So this was my chance to grab what was the newest set. New set coming up called Burning Shadows is going to be released. I am interested in that because a card that I loved back in the day called Stormpoint Gyarados is more or less being redone in that set. Plus there's a Gardevoir in there, and she's actually kind of really good. And this set has some good cards in it too. In particular, it has a GX monster by the name of Tapu Lele. If you remember Jirachi EX, it's more or less that thing, except with better stats and better attacks. So, yeah. So we're just going to see if I can get lucky and pull a Lele or two. I actually opened a box of the first Sun and Moon set, and I pulled Umbreon GX. That's his name, yes. 3 Umbreon GX, 1 of each rarity. GXs are the new thing as of Sun and Moon era. They replace EXs, and much like EXs, they give up 2 prizes when they get knocked out. They have huge stats. However, GXs actually come in certain Pokemon stages. Like, you can have your basic GXs, they have the same stats of ye old Pokemon EXs, but then you have like the evolution GXs, they actually have bigger stats, but you have to evolve them. So let's see, we got a Barbaroach, a Alolan Geodude, a Fletchling, a Petlittle, a Beldum, a Garbodor. Oh, I see something spicy here, but this guy's also really spicy, so the glare is actually pretty bad on this, but let's see. So this is Garbodor from the new set, his name, and he has Trashulance. For 1 Psychic Energy, he does 20 damage times the number of item cards in your opponent's discard pile. Given how item-heavy Pokemon has been for these last couple of years, this guy gets really big really fast. Like, this was one of the best decks in the format. Garbodor paired up with Drampa GX, I believe his name is, was won an ARG or did something like. This guy is just basically, because this guy exists, a lot of decks are becoming a little bit less item-oriented and more supporter-oriented in order to avoid getting just smacked around by this one prize attacker that is capable of doing hundreds of damage. And then I pulled the Secret Rare Double Class Energy. Oh my lord, that's beautiful. Secret Gold Rares. This is how you do it, Yu-Gi-Oh! This is how you do it. None of that, like as much as I like Titanic Galaxy's foiling, this is how you do it. So, alright. This box is already proven nice. I don't know how much that's going to value at, but probably quite a bit because DCE is just good in general. And we get a Water Energy, a Glalie, a Watchog, and a Multi-Switch. So move an energy from one of your benched Pokemon to one of your active Pokemon. And the promo card. Promo cards do me good because one of my friends in Winnipeg collects these. And just give me 1 second. I'm going to adjust the camera so I don't have such bad glare. Alright, we're back. So, yeah. Just nonchalantly pulls the Secret Rare in the first pack of the box. Okay. Let's see. So we got a Patrat, a Litwick, a Pancham, a Snorunt, Cast Form, a Komala. Ability is Comatose. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, whenever you attach an energy from your hand to it, it is now asleep. I guess it goes with its theme, which is he is always asleep. Vanillix. Hail does 20 damage to your opponent's Pokemon, but it's a stage 2. I think there are better options for that. I know there's a Tapu Koko promo that does the same thing for, I think, a DCE. And Sliggoo. Okay, so Goodra's in this set. Alright, so Cottony, Bellsprout, Gligar, Patrat, Snorunt, Petlittle, Heliolisk, Quick Attack, flip a coin, if heads this attack does 20 more damage, DCE, and a Lightning, this does 30-20 your benched Pokemon. Hakamo-O. I actually got the GX of this guy, so that's kind of neat. Energy Lotto. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal an energy card you find there, pinch your hand, put the others. Oh, isn't it the one Ether better, or did that get rotated out? Machoke. Ability, Daunting Pose. Prevent all damage done to your benched Pokemon by your opponent's attacks. Your opponent's attacks and abilities can't put damage counters on your benched Pokemon. Okay. So it's basically, whatchamacallit. There was, I think it was a Mr. Mime. No, I don't know if it was a Mr. Mime, but there was a Pokemon you would run in SP format to prevent... Not SP Pokemon, SP format, I mean Plasma format, that you would prevent Kyurem from being able to hit your benched Pokemon with damage. It was rather irritating. Alright, so Gloomy, Wishcash, Vanillux, Field Blower. Ooh, okay, I heard of this card. So, choose up to 2 combinations of... Okay, I can't read, so let's try this again. Choose up to 2 in any combination of Pokemon tool cards and stadium cards in play and discard them. Both players, if maybe. So, because Startling Megaphone got rotated out, this is your answer to Garbodor with Ability Lock, and that thing is still in the format for some god-awful reason. Or Koryoko, Supernatural Dance. For each Pokemon in your opponent's discard pile, put 1 damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon any way you like. For colorless Revelation Dance, if there's no stadium in play, this does nothing. Nope. Psychic Energy, Enhanced, oh, this is back. Fantastic. Aqua Patch. Attach a water energy from your discard pile to one of your it's a darkness energy. It's a darkness patch for water. Oh, that's so cool. That's going to be relevant. I mean, it's energy acceleration. That's always been the basis of just good strategies. See Dark Patch shenanigans. Alright, so Sandshrew, Alolan, Cottony, Bellsprout, Gligar, Alolan Geodude, Chandelure. Ability, Shady Move. Once during your turn, you may move 1 damage counter from one of your Pokemon to another Pokemon. Wailord, 200 HP. Oh yeah, Pokemon have become bigger now. Look at this stage 2, 140 HP. So they've kind of scaled up the stats of Pokemon to compensate for the fact that you're playing evolutions in a format that used to be EX and is now GX style. So, like, some stage 2s have HP values that are pretty close to some of the old EXs. So Wailord has 200 HP. Graveler, Thunder Punch, 50 plus. Flip a coin if it does 20 more damage. If tails, it hurts itself. Sudowoodo, Roadblock. Your opponent can't have more than 4 benched Pokemon. If they have 5 or more benched Pokemon, they discard Pokemon. Okay, so this is anti-Skyfield shenanigans. That's good tech. Rescue Stretcher. Choose one. Put a Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand and shuffle 3. Oh, shuffle 3 Pokemon from your discard. So it's a good recovery card. Okay, that's good. Let's see. New Garbodor. And Trubbish, Stomp Off. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck. Drool, that's kind of expensive. Machop, Geodude, Mudbray, Sandshrew, Tentacruel. Poison Sting. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poison for DCE. Seething Tentacles for 3 colorless. Flip a coin. I don't like coin flips on here. At least not unless the payoff is really good. Turton Eater, Body Slam for DCE. Flip a coin. Heat Blast. Glalie, Watchog, Multi-Switch. So aside from that DCE, not all that great, but I think we're only for like a few packs in. This is going to be a big video because these boxes are so huge, but I'm just going to kind of start speeding up unless I see something noteworthy. Jangoma, Bulletproof. This Pokemon takes 10 less damage from attacks. Okay. Gothitelle. Tractor Beam, switch with one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with their active. This attack does 30 damage to the new active Pokemon. Link Blast. Colorless and a Psychic. If this Pokemon and your opponent's active Pokemon have the same amount of energy attached to them, this does 80 more damage. That could be good in the future. Sableye. Max. Oh, this is back. Okay. I know new Gardevoir is like low energy, so that could probably see play at some point. Chansey, Petlittle, Helioptile, Tentacool, Stuffle, Trenevant, Poltergeist. Oh my god, it's Gengar from Stormfront. Okay, if you don't remember what that Gengar did, he had Poltergeist and Fainting Spell. Poltergeist, same as this, for 2 energy. Your opponent reveals their hand, and for every trainer card they have in there, it does 30 damage times that amount. back in the day, you would pair Gengar up with Vileplume to item lock your opponent, so they'd have a handful of dead items, and then you'd use that Gengar to do things. So this is a thing again. Okay. Guja. So we have an ultra rare. There's a power whip. For 1 energy, does 20 damage times the number of energy attached to this Pokemon to one of your opponents. Oh. Okay, so if you load up like 3 energies, you can do 60 damage to anything. So it's sniping. 160 HP for, again, stage 2. Let's see. For a water, a fairy, and a catalyst, 130, and your opponent switches one of their active with one of their benched Pokemon. Seems like it would have been really good like a few years ago. So. Man, these old Diamond and Pearl cards from SP format coming back into the fold makes me really nostalgic. Carvana, Probopass, Clefable, Mirny, Field Blower, another one. Okay, so it's 2. I don't know how many of these you'd run, just because of that Trash Lance attack. Rockruff, Delibird, all the presents. Flip a coin until you get to tails. For each heads, you may search your deck for a card and put in your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Transform, Phantom, Gliscor. Oh, this is a different one of these. Ability, Vital Dance. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, during your turn you may search your deck for up to 2 energy cards that are basic, reveal them and put to your hand and shuffle your deck. Ooh, energy tutoring. And 1 retreat cost. Okay. That could be useful at some point. Another Sudowoodo, another a rescue stretcher. Not bad. Like, the thing I like about Pokemon boxes is, like, it feels like even though there aren't as many money cards as that of, say, a Yu-Gi-Oh box, you seem to just get more value commons and rares. You don't really get, like, that really obscene common out of Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. Let's see. Comfy, Flower Shield. Each of your Pokemon has any fairy energy attached to them cannot be affected by special conditions. Remove any special conditions affecting those Pokemon. Okay. That's going to be useful. Golisopod. Ability, Armored. This Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. Resolute Claws. Grass and a double colorless. If your opponent's active Pokemon is a Pokemon GX or EX, it does 70 more damage. So 150 to any GX Pokemon for a stage 1, but you do need some setup. Okay. Brooklet Hill. Once during your turn, each player may search their deck for a basic water or basic fighting energy Pokemon and put on her bench and shuffle their deck. Ooh, tutoring. Beware. Rake it in. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve your Pokemon during your turn, you may draw 3 cards. Lampent and another promo. Haven't hit a single GX yet. Let's see, Fletchling, Litwick, Gothitelle, so the reverse foil version of the Gothitelle from before. Another Max Potion. Almost done the first half of this box. 9 minutes in. Oh yeah, this is going to be like a 20-minute, maybe even a longer video, depending on how the rest of the polls go. Alright, oh, I see something in here. We have a Sylveon GX and an Ether Paradise Conservation Area. So we'll go with this one first. So, basic Grass and basic Lightning Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, take 30 less damage from the opponent's attacks. Ooh. And then, Sylveon GX. So, this is, again, the new version of Big Pokemon. 200 HP, but it's a stage 1, so you have to evolve from Eevee, but the Eevee that allows you to evolve depending on one immediately after putting an energy type onto it is back in the game. So you can drop this very quickly. Alright, so Magical Ribbon. Search your deck for up to 3 cards and put them into your hand in any order. Then shuffle your deck for 1 fairy. Fairy Wind, double colorless energy, and a fairy. And then play GX. So, as we alluded to in like a regional video like a year ago, GX attacks are something that these cards carry. But you can only use 1 GX attack, period, for the entire game. Think of it as a Giga Chip from Mega Man Battle Network, where you can only use 1 of those in a fight. So if I use Play GX, I can't use any other GX abilities. So you got to be really mindful of them, but some of them are just really good. So for a fairy and a double colorless, put 2 of your opponent's benched Pokemon and all cards attached to them into your opponent's hand. So it's basically a double Seeker from Heart Gold Soul Silver. Okay. Well, I don't plan on... Actually, do I want to play a Sylveon in the deck? I mean, I've got the Eevee, and I've got the energies for it. I was going to build Umbreon, because I pulled 3 of those from a Sun and Moon box, so why... Let's see. Golem, Alolan Golem. Alright, so Electromagnetic Rock Wrecker. Flip a coin for each lightning energy attached to this Pokemon. This attack does 80 damage for each hit. Heavy Slam, 200 minus. 3 colorless and a lightning. This attack does 30 less damage for each star in your opponent's active Pokemon tree cost. Okay, so if your opponent is a small Pokemon, it's going to do considerably less damage, which, considering most attackers I think these days want to have low retreat cost, I don't think that's great. Another Field Blower, that's the 3rd one. I think that's all I'm ever going to need. Now, if I can just pull any more reverse foils, that'd be great. So, almost halfway through the box when we pulled a Secret Rare and a Sylveon GX, and she's one of the more popular Eon and EV GX forms. Patrat, Sandslash. Let's see. Once during a turn, you may draw a card. Could be useful. Especially since Shaman, at least in standards, been rotated out. Choice Band. Ooh, I've heard of this thing. Okay, so it's a tool. The Pokemon that this is attached to does 30 more damage to your opponent's active GX or EX Pokemon. Okay, so it's a muscle band versus GXs and EXs, except you can slap this onto anything. That's very relevant. Altar of the Moon. The retreat cost of each Pokemon that has any Psychic or Darkness energy is 2 less. That might be relevant. A choke, and so, not bad. Back in my day, Stadium Wars weren't as prevalent, but now they kind of are, so... Politoed. Roll call. Search your deck for a Poliwag, a Poliwhirl, and a Poliwrath. Put them onto your bench. Okay. I don't know if the other guys are as good, but sure. Hyper Jump. Water Neck, double colorless. You may shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached into your deck. Swallow. Another Brooklet Hill. Beware. Lampent. Okay, I think it was definitely smart of me to pass up on buying Opus too, because that would probably take even longer than this. Glalie, Talonflame, Flame Charge, search your deck for a fire energy attached to this Pokemon. Loop the Loop, put all energy attached to this Pokemon to your hand. Mallow. Let's see, search your deck for 2 cards, shuffle them, and then put those on top of it in any order. There's a Gallade, I think, that allows you to... No, I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. Personally, when it came to like the what was it, the Waifu Wars of Sun and Moon, I didn't actually care for Mallow that much, or Lana. I've always been Team Lily. I'm just gonna say that one. Lily is the best one. Screw Bianca as well. And I know that's some fighting words with one of my friends. Energy Recycler. Shuffle 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. Ooh. Tentacruel. Alright. Last half of the first half of the box. Last half of the first half. Really, me? Alright, we got a Wishy-Washy. So, Schooling. Once during your turn, before your attack, you may switch this Pokemon with a Wishy-Washy GX in your hand. Any attached cards, damage counters, and special editions, turns in play, and any other effects remain on the new Pokemon. So, that's a thing. Jangamo-O, Wimpod, Whalmer, Vanillite. Oh, hang on. I don't want to be that kind of guy, but... yeah, we just pulled a full art Tapu Lele GX. This is the chase card of the set. Alright, so if you're wondering what the hubbub about this thing is, as I alluded to, it's very similar to Jirachi EX. Ability, Wonder Tag. When you put this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, during your turn you may search your deck for a supporter card, reveal it, input it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So it's a 170 HP basic that, on play, searches, and you can do many things with your supporters. I mean, we have Professor Sycamore and... Is Lysander still in the format? I think it is. We're getting Guzma in the new set anyway, so... yeah. What's her name? Bridget? To search out basic Pokemon, or an EX, or a GX, or something along those lines. Like, there are good targets for this thing. And on top of that, she has an attack. Double colorless energy, energy drive. This attack does 20 damage times the number of energy cards attached to both this and your opponent's active Pokemon. However, it's not affected by weakness or resistance. So it's Mewtwo GEX's X-Ball, but you can't hit for weakness or resistance. And then her other ability is Tapu Kora GX, heal all damage from 2 of your benched Pokemon. If you really need to do that, but you're going to be using this solely as support. I've seen decks run between 2 to 4 of these things. It just depends on what kind of deck you're playing. But okay, we take those. Man, my one friend's going to be like super pissed. But anyway, if anyone at home is watching these things, by the way, the Tapu Lele is not for trade. Wishy-Washy, Nosepass, Wimpod, Whalmer, Golisopod, Lycanroc GX. Okay, so that's 2 GXs in a row. What does this one do? So, ability, Bloodthirsty Eyes. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve, your opponent... Hang on, let's try this again. So, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, during your turn, you may switch one of your opponent's... Okay, it's Luxray GL level X's Bright Look attack. So, when you evolve it, you Lysandre something up. Claw Slash does 100 Dem and 110 for fighting in a double colorless, and Dangerous Rogue EX. GX, this attack does 50 damage for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Could probably build a deck around that. Not bad. And an Energy Recycler and a Max Potion, so that was a pretty legit pack. I liked that one. Alright. That was the first half of the box. Oh my lord. We're almost 20 minutes in, but that's okay. I think I've gone through like a lot of the cards I want to talk about, so we can just speed right through. Oh, hey, Mimikyu. Filch, draw 2 cards. That's kind of nice, I guess. It's a good foiling, though. Another Sudowoodo, so we'll hang on to that. Just in case someone out there likes to collect Mimikyus at locals. What can I really want at this point? Another Tapu Lele? It'd be nice. Let's see, another Garbodor. Why not? He's kind of good, and Field Blower is always just nice to have. Just in case, like, any of my other friends, like, I want to play Pokemon. Can you recommend a deck? Like, here's this really budgety Garbodor deck, but it's actually not half bad. Salandit. That's the first time I've seen that, but we'll just get past it. Lunala. Rampant, Machoke, Slowbro. Fairy, Barboach, Carvanha, Tentacool, Talonflame, Altar of the Moon, Book of Hill. I believe there is also a secret rare of another energy type in the set. I think it's either Fairy or Lightning. Maybe both. Basically, secret rare energy cards are becoming a thing again. Or not again, but they're becoming a thing now. But we can't be that lucky. That being said, I'm actually a bit concerned that I've had such favorable pulls with this box, because that just means that my Burning Shadows or Code of the Duelist box is probably going to be terrible. Let alone how my GBT 11 is going to be. It's like, let's see, all the Oricos, another Field Blower. Oh yeah, we're definitely starting to pick up speed now. As now that there's less like important cards we need to talk about. Honchkrow, Hala. This is the first time I've seen him. What does he do? Shuffle your hand into your deck. If you have used your GX attack, draw 7 cards. If not, draw 4 cards. Okay, so it's a slightly weaker Professor Oak's new theory. Or Pont, as they used to call it. Granted, we have N and Sycamore. So I think there's like better draw options, but hey, if those ever get rotated out. Although it seems that N will just never go away. And then you've got Expanded. Yeah, I think we're finally winding down on things that we get to pull on here. I suspect I'll get at least 1 more GX. I usually pull 4 in a box. We haven't seen a Hyper Rare yet, and I kind of wanted to show off one of those. I might have to grab my Umbreon. Oh, I see a GX in here, and it's a Lycanroc GX. Full art. Okay. Yeah, I don't plan on playing the deck, but... Or... Yeah, I don't plan on playing the deck, but I'm sure someone will want to. Oh god, is this going to be a repeat of my Sun and Moon box where I'll probably pull the hyper rare Lycanroc? Wouldn't be surprised. Really? 2 of the same Victini? Okay, what does this one do? Victory Star. Once during a turn, if you flip any coins for an attack, you may ignore those. Oh, so it's Fliptini. Like, it's the actual Fliptini, but it just got reprinted. Okay, well, that makes flip strategies somewhat better. You can't stack them, by the way. That would be just rude. I see a Wishy-Washy GX. Okay. So I think that's my last GX. That's another choice band. Wow, only 2 choice bands in this box? Alright, so Wishy-Washy GX. Water Gun for 20 does, and 1 energy. Torrential Vortex for 3 water and a DCE. Discard a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon for 120. And then Blue Surge GX 220, 3 water, 2 and a DCE. Move all energy from this Pokemon to your benched Pokemon any way you like. I don't think that's really great. I think the other water GXs you have here, the special, namely Lapras GX, is just a better card to use in this instance. That's another one of those Oricoros. Lilligant Delmise. So what does this guy do? So, Metal Worker, Steel Worker. Your metal Pokemon's attacks do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Oh right, he's like Ghost. No wait, is he like Grass Steel or something? Or he's not Steel, but he gets like some kind of Steel stuff. Alolan Vulpix. Oh yeah, there's an Alolan Ninetales GX in this set. It won a tournament in Japan or something. Like, there's some hype around it. I have no idea how well that deck's doing over here. So, don't murder me. Please. Vanillite, Salandit, Nosepass, a foil Sudowoodo. Yeah, we'll take that. Trevenant, Kamala, Enhanced Tamer reprint. Another... Really, I've only had 2 Aqua Patches in this box. Alright, last pack. Let's see if we can get another Lele. Highly doubt it. Seems to be this is the Lycanroc box. Rockruff, Delibird, Nosepass. Yeah, it's not in here. Cottony, Rayquaza is in here. Turbo Storm. Attach 2 basic energies from your discard to your benched Pokemon, and Dragon Claw for 3 colorless does 80 damage. And 3rd choice band. Okay. So, give me a moment here and we will do a recap. Okay, so for the recap of this box opening, and I apologize again for how long this video was. This is probably going to be half an hour by the time we're done here, but I also felt the need to explain a couple things. So anyway, I pulled 4 Sudowoodos, including Reverse Foil, 2 Oricoros, 2 of the new Garbodor of Trashalance, including 1 Reverse Foil. And that's it for like the non-GX Pokemon. I don't really care about the other ones. They seem cute and all, but I think I'd just rather focus on like just like the really useful ones. Then, pardon me. So that's it for that. Then for trainers that I felt are worth hanging on to, we have 3 Rescue Stretchers, 4 Max Potions, 5 Field Blowers, including 1 Reverse Foil, 2 Aqua Patch, 2 Enhanced Tamer, and 3 Choice Bands. And then for the creme de la creme, I say that, but we start off with this guy. So Wishy-Washy GX, Sylveon GX, Lycanroc GX, Lycanroc GX Full Art, Tapu Lele GX Full Art, and Double Colorless Energy Secret Rare. And that's the box. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It was something a little bit different from what I usually put out, but I've been wanting to do a Pokemon box opening for quite some time. It's just we've never had the product for me to film a box opening, and I really should have filmed my Sun and Moon one. I regret not doing that one just because of the shenanigans that happened with that box. So here we are. This is kind of par for the course when it comes to me opening this kind of stuff. I always pull doubles of a Pokemon. I was just really hoping it would have been this one so I wouldn't have to go out and grab a couple more, but I'm sure like I can like trade these things off in order to like pick up a couple of these, at least in terms of value and such forth. But I can't really complain. Like I got 2 really good cards that are definitely going to be playing. I'm going to definitely be playing. I don't know. Maybe I'll trade this one off. I don't know. It depends if anyone like really wants this DCE. It looks really nice. And then yeah, these are how full arts are done now, because that's regular GXs themselves look like Vanguard SPs, and then you got these things. What I don't know what else I can really say. I think Pokemon has the best foilings of any TCG now because of how they do things. Like Vanguard used to be my favorite because of how full art SPs are, but now we have this, and I think this is just ultimately better. But anyway, that's enough for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, this is BlueStar899, jacking out.